We are going back to the roots of Israel. According to the Quran, Solomon was a prophet who commanded the jinn, spoke to animals, and was the richest man who ever lived. According to the Torah, however, he was merely a wise king. With the temple he built in Jerusalem, he changed the future of humanity. The holiest place of the Jews, underground tunnels, vast ancient cities, and armed archaeologists. A story that stretches all the way to Al-Aqsa Mosque, the Temple of Solomon. The year was around 970 BCE. A long time had passed since the exodus from Egypt. After generations who lived through deserts and wars, under the leadership of David, the Jews captured Jerusalem. After him, his young son Solomon ascended to the throne. His reign is considered the golden age of Jewish history. Soon after he became king, Solomon began building one of the most mysterious structures in history on what is today known as the Temple Mount. This is the very place where the Al-Aqsa Mosque now stands. Once it was regarded as the holiest site in the world. The only surviving remnant is the Western Wall, where Jews still come to pray. Friends, to understand the significance of the Temple Mount, you must know this. For the Jewish people, it is the holiest place on earth. According to their belief, God began the creation of mankind here. Abraham was prepared to sacrifice his son Isaac here. It is also the direction of Jewish prayer. In fact, it is considered so sacred that many Jews today refuse to set foot on it at all. Yet this place is not only holy for Jews, it is also sacred to Christians and Muslims. Here, as a child, Jesus dedicated himself to God. Both the Al-Aqsa Mosque and the Dome of the Rock stand on the Temple Mount. According to Islamic belief, it was from here that the Prophet Muhammad ascended to heaven during the Mi'raj. This is what makes Jerusalem, Jerusalem, a place every faith has sought to claim. The birthplace of religious wars that have lasted until today. When the temple was completed, its innermost chamber housed the Ark of the Covenant, which contained the stone tablets of the Ten Commandments, the miraculous food known as manna, and the staff of Aaron. When everything was finished, a cloud, the sign of God's presence, descended upon the temple, symbolizing that he had accepted it as his dwelling. But how exactly did Solomon build the temple? Here the Quran and the Old Testament tell very different stories. According to the Torah, Solomon was not a prophet. He was a king blessed with wisdom and wealth. The construction of the temple was not miraculous, but achieved with the help of the king of Tyre, and about 180,000 workers, taking 7 years to complete. In the Quran, however, Solomon is described as commanding the jinn to work on such great tasks. Surah Saba, verse 13. Yet despite these accounts, no archaeological evidence of Solomon's temple has ever been found. No inscriptions, no ruins, nothing. Some claim the remains lie hidden beneath Al-Aqsa Mosque. Tunnels dating from different periods of Jewish history have been discovered in the area, but deeper excavations have been halted, as they risk damaging Al-Aqsa. Over the centuries, countless conquerors, Babylonians, Persians, Greeks, and Romans, fought over Jerusalem. Each left their mark. According to tradition, the first temple was destroyed by the Babylonians in 586 BCE. Later, a second temple was built, only to be destroyed by the Romans in 70 CE. Since then, the Temple Mount has remained at the center of hope, faith, and conflict. But let's look at another fascinating angle. In Lebanon, at Baalbek, there are massive stone blocks, some weighing over 1,000 tons. Some scholars claim these megaliths are linked to the legend of Solomon. The Quran's mention of jinn helping in construction raises the question, were such stones the work of supernatural beings, or simply thousands of workers in advanced ancient engineering? Modern archaeology is divided. Some argue Solomon's temple was a small structure, more symbolic than monumental. Others believe it was a grand complex, perhaps even mythical, that shaped Jewish identity whether or not it ever truly stood. What is certain is this: the story of Solomon's temple is not just about one building. It is about faith, power, and the eternal struggle over sacred space. From the Ark of the Covenant to the Dome of the Rock, from Babylon to the Crusades, from the Quran to the Torah, the mystery of the temple continues to shape the Middle East, and perhaps the entire world. So, what do you think? Did Solomon's temple truly exist, hidden beneath the stones of Jerusalem? Or is it a legend that lives only in scripture and memory?